What is up, Pucker Nation? Chris here from the Uncle Pucker's New Jersey Devil podcast. We're going to do a little New Jersey Devil game preview for tonight's game against the Detroit Red Wings. It's Thanksgiving Eve. And look, man, for the Devils, time is now. It's got to happen. If this season is going to be salvaged and they're going to turn this, whatever this is, around, it starts tonight in Detroit. So we'll get to a few things about that. Devils at Detroit, 7 p.m. Puck drop from the Little Caesars Arena. Pizza, pizza. That game's on MSG and ESPN Plus. Detroit has played 17 games so far. They're 8-6-3. That's good for 19 points and fifth in the Atlantic Division. And our New Jersey Devils have played 16 games. We are 8-7-1 with 17 points, and that's bad enough for sixth in the Metropolitan Division. So, yeah, guys, we can do a lot better than this. Game one was game one. First game of the season, Detroit in New Jersey. Devils won 4-3. Here's something to think about, though. Detroit at home are 5-3-2. They play pretty good at home, but the Devils on the road are 5-3-0. So they do have a winning record on the road, losing record at home, but they are playing better on the road. So, look, this is Nico Hischier will not be back for this game. We're hoping that at least he'll come back for Friday's game against Columbus, but this is it. You're looking at the standings, and we did not expect to see the Devils way down the bottom, and that's yet where they are. And we just finished a show where that'll be dropping soon. The Uncle Puckers. That'll be we basically, we're trying to figure out like where's the disconnect between what's being said on the bench and how this team's going to be playing, and how right down to the performance that's happening out on the ice. The Ranger game was a rough game, and they should have won that. They had opportunity after opportunity. Jack Hughes being back in this lineup gave this team a huge boost, but the injury bug is still biting. I mean, we lost Timo now. We don't know when he's going to be back. He's sure skating with the team, and that's fantastic news. But he needs to get back in this lineup, and we need to start getting things settled back the way it's supposed to be as far as line combinations and where guys are playing and who they're playing with. Hopefully the Timo thing isn't going to be too long term, because he was starting to come on, and I feel like it's just been a little too much start and stop with him as far as being a New Jersey Devil. So, it sucks that he's hurt. So hopefully he'll get himself together and get back in this lineup soon. Look, Detroit's a good team. They're young, they're fast, they can skate, they can score goals. This should be a shootout. I expect it to be a shootout. But at the same time, we all know that when the Devils finally play their game and they buy into this system and they play a good team defense and they play their puck possession game, they're very difficult to beat. We just haven't seen it. And yeah, we can use all the different excuses about injury, this and that. Bottom line is, they got to go out and play. I feel like I've been repeating myself like a broken fucking record every single time I do one of these, which, by the way, is brought to you by Used to Be's Island Eatery on 287 Route 35 in Manalocan. Used to Be's has fantastic food, everything from sesame tuna entrees, filet mignon, pizzas, burgers, great tap beer, array of tap beers for you, great TVs to watch all your NHL, NFL games. They have live entertainment. So check out usedtobesnj.com for their list of lunch and dinner specials and a calendar of all their events, from bar bingo and live entertainment to trivia. usedtobesnj.com. Now, back to the game. This is a good stretch coming up. Devils have 3 games this week. We have Detroit, we have Columbus, we have Buffalo, right? 5 out of 6. It cannot be less than that. They have got to get 5 out of 6. Any goodwill of, oh, well, things are going to just wait till they gel, or, when we get healthy, it's all bullshit. It all goes out the window now. There is no more time for this. The season is getting away from them. And I don't want to be on the outside looking in come April, where it's like, wow, look how terrible the New Jersey Devils and the Edmonton Oilers did. Tom Fitzgerald put together a very, very good hockey team, and they just for some reason can't get their shit together. And it is a lot of players, but it is also a team thing. And I think Jack being back is going to help this team immensely. He's going to put them on their backs. But this is a week that they got to come out feeling right, and then they got to get healthy. They got to get through this week, and then they get Nico Hischier back in the lineup. Hopefully, they get Timo Meyer back in the lineup. I don't know what's going on with Nosek. He may or may not be, and another guy who just can't seem to get traction. I'm hoping to see Colin Miller as a solid fifth or sixth defenseman on this team going forward. I don't want to see any more of the 11-7. That's got to stop. It's time now to quit fucking around. Brendan Smith needs to sit for a few games. Colin Miller needs to play. I like the defensive pairings the way they've been for the last 2 to 3 games. Let's keep that together. And, that's it, man. Just go out and beat the Red Wings. Your season starts tonight in Detroit. And just forget the 16 games that happened before, because most of them were bad. Forget about them. Throw them out the window, okay? You were spotted 16 games. You didn't do so good. So now it's time to put your foot on the gas and start showing the NHL what this team is really all about, because we haven't seen it. It's been empty promises, and it's been just hype and unfounded hype. As of right now, it's unfounded. But I think I speak for all Devil fans when I say that this team is for real, and they have all the pieces, and we know what they can do, and they are better than most of the teams that they're behind. They're better than Pittsburgh. They're better than the New York Rangers. I think they're better than the Carolina Hurricanes. They are a better team. They just haven't been able to put it all together, and that does say a lot about the inexperience of this team, of being a perennial winner. I'm not saying winning the cup all the time, but being the Boston Bruins, the Carolina Hurricanes, the teams that are always going to be there. And no matter what happens throughout their season, in the end, they're in the show and they're playing good hockey in April. The Devils aren't there, and they're still learning, but all the pieces are there. So whatever needs to get done to get the fire under the ass and get this team rolling forward in the way that we all know that they can do, it starts tonight in Detroit. So we're going to be on after the game tonight. We're going to do a little post show where we'll talk about the game. Hopefully we're talking about a great Devils win, a good team victory, Vitek Vanacek playing good, the whole team defense system just being on point. Hopefully that's what we're talking about. And we'll roll into a nice and happy Thanksgiving. So for all the puckers out there, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for checking us out. If you're on the YouTube channel, a like and subscribe goes a long way to help us build the podcast out. For the rest of the boys, I'm Chris, and happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.